You gotta know who you are. Let's go. In this life, there's only two types of people. Those that do and those that don't. Let's get it. What's up, everybody? I just wanted to come on and drop this quick video. I don't know if it's quick. It's just a video. It might be long, but whatever. So, going into 2019, I think it's important that we all just take a minute and be honest with ourselves. Okay? So you need to know who you are as a person, what it is that you want. You know, it like absolutely blows me away with the people that are looking at like Gary Vee or Josue Pena or Kevin David, and they see these guys and they're working and they're like, I want to be them. And it's like, is that really what you want? Do you really want to be them? Because I don't think most of the people who look at Gary Vee videos want to be Gary Vee. What you want is you want Gary Vee's stuff. Most people don't want to be successful people. They just simply want their success. And that is a huge vulnerability. Because me, I don't want to be Gary Vee. I don't want to be Tony Robbins. I don't want to be Seth Godin. I don't want to be Josue Pena. I don't want to be any of those people. I respect the crap out of what they're doing. I love the hustle. I love their grind, but I'm not a hustler. I'm not a grinder. I'm a thinker, and I like to take my thoughts and apply them and see if they actually work. That's what's fun to me. So whereas Gary enjoys building companies and losing and taking L's, I don't enjoy taking L's. I don't want to lose ever, but I don't mind losing one bit. Because if you're afraid of losing, then you're not going to be able to think new thoughts. I love the quote that Steve Jobs has about there are two types of people. There's people who see the world as this set thing that you have to live inside of, like a box. And then there's other people who say, well, what if we move this wall over here? Or what if we try this? What if we raise this up? What if we take this out? That's how I think. And that's who I am. So for me, the idea of building a major company is not something I'm against if the company's built on taking ideas, thinking of creative ideas and trying to apply them. You know what I mean? But if it's just simply helping other people grow, that's not what I'm trying to do. I don't want people to misinterpret what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to teach people how to do social media. I'm not trying to help people grow on social media. There are certain people that I believe in what they're doing, and I want to help them take what they're doing, their talent, their creativity, and leverage it so that they can make more money, they can get more awareness. Maybe they can do a little bit less of what they don't want to be doing. But I trust and believe for Joe Coffee Shop, for Bob's Construction, I'm not your dude. There are plenty of people out there who will take your money and they will get you a variety of results. Influencing. I like the idea of being an influencer so that I can connect. It's the same way with how I am with music. I don't care about what you think about my music, but I do care about being able to make music with people that make music at a high level, because then I can try those ideas, those musical ideas I have against talented players. But you know, even with that, I've come to learn that you can take people that are not as talented, but if they believe in your idea, you can make more music. So again, being an influencer, I'm not just simply trying to monetize my followers, my network, and so on and so forth. Now, I'm realistic. I understand that we have to make money doing what we do, and I'm not against making money. But if it's a matter of $200,000 for some company that I don't know anything about or care anything about, or even up to $30,000 to $50,000 behind somebody that I believe in, that I'm going to enjoy working with, that I'm going to be thinking, because this is the problem. If you don't believe in what you're doing, you're not going to solve the complicated problems. You're just going to do the simple things which anyone can do. But when you're home by yourself, when you're on the plane, when you're on the train to work or whatever, whenever you have downtime, if you're not thinking about your your business, if you're not thinking about solving the problems, if you're not thinking about how to make these things better, you're not gonna be anything other than just mediocre. You know what I mean? So it's like we have to realize that there's a difference between wanting to be somebody and wanting what they have. Like a good way to think about it is if you're LeBron James and you just want the Nike contract, the shoe contracts, the movies, then you're never going to be the player that Michael Jordan was. But if you want to be Michael Jordan, see, I think in sports they get it. They want to be that person. They have role models and they want to model their playing after them. And so they do what's necessary. They're taking the extra shots, the thousands of shots. They're going to the camps. They're playing. They're always thinking about it. They're always watching. They're studying. That's what it takes. But it's not, I don't want to say it's not work because I don't believe in that. I think that work will always be work. Now, there are times where you're not working, but you're still thinking about it. Then you're not in a workspace. But when I have to sit down and I have to go over spreadsheets, or when I'm sitting down and I'm watching videos on how to improve my social media network, that's work. And it feels like work, but I don't mind. I don't mind. And when I'm off and when I'm done, you would think that I would want to chill, but no, I'm still thinking about what I could do to make this post better, what I could do to expand my reach. It's because that's fun to me. So that's what I'm saying. You need to be honest with yourself. If you're not that kind of a person, then maybe you need to work with somebody. And you know what, man? Let me say, it is so important to find people to work with. I'm looking for people to work with right now. I'm looking for a videographer because I don't want to be a videographer. I'm looking for an editor because I don't want to edit my videos. I can, and I'll do the best that I can, but it's not nearly as good as somebody who likes to edit, who has a passion for it. And so you got to know who you are. If you're a creative person, be creative. Maybe you're not very organized. If you're an organized person, but you're not very creative, be honest. We're not going to make it. My thought process for 2019 is there's two things. I'll just leave you with two main things. One, if you're not trying something in 2019, you're completely wasting your time. And when I say something, I mean t-shirts. If you're not a cook, try to sell something like baked goods, videotaping you doing whatever it is you do. If you just sit on the couch and watch sports, I would put up a tripod and record yourself watching sports because I'm sure you're talking to the TV. Who knows? You just don't know and you don't have anything to lose. And two, the second thing is be honest. Be who you are because no one can beat you at being who you are. But if you try to be someone else, it's okay to be inspired by someone else. I'm inspired by all kinds of stuff. I can't tell you how many times I've eaten an amazing meal or I've watched my friend in an MMA fight and I just feel inspired to go home and practice or write music. Because it's not about trying to be that person or if you're not that person. It's about letting that energy motivate you and inspire you. And sometimes you are that person, Sometimes you are LeBron to Kobe. I mean, that's a good example. Those are two people that do it their own way, but I feel like they're reaching for that same goal. So in 2019, get out there, put out some content. You really have nothing to lose, but remember to be yourself.